2026 is here, and I have given myself the goal to try to become a full-time author before this year is over. And we're currently in the first week of January, and I can say that it's been a great start. We had storms and a lot to do at work, and with all that my brain has just been fried. I have edited a bit on The Strongest Strain of Punk, and I've been thinking about both Wrapped in Ocean and The Strongest Strain of Punk for a bit. That's about it, actually. But we still have good amount of time to go, and I do accept that it's been a lot to think about, especially, like I said, we've had 2 storms. One took out our power for 2 days, and then it's been a snowstorm, and I've gotten stuck with my car like 3 times, but I still want to do a little check-in, and I know I am late with the first video of the year, but that's okay. So The Strongest Strain of Punk is in the last editing stages. I am currently reading it out loud and changing things to like see how it sounds, and I'm also starting to translate it because I realized that when I started translating Keep Me Breathing, there was a lot of things that were like, oh, I could have worded it this way and it would sound better this way. So I'm trying to incorporate that into my editing process. I have translated 1.5 chapter for The Strongest Strain of Punk, and I have started to translate the first chapter of Keep Me Breathing as well. Somehow that is a lot harder. Wording wise, it's a lot harder to translate the first book than it is this second book, but I'll get there. With Wrapped in Ocean, I'm still working on the second draft. I kind of need to pick up doing live streams again because I am only writing that for live streams, so I should do them more. Maybe I'll just do them randomly when I have the time instead of trying to schedule them now when I'm working, because I really would like to get that book done this year. But other than my writing projects, my Patreon is up and running. There's 2 posts, I think. There's one Wrapped in Ocean post that came out on Wednesdays, and I have, like I mentioned before, scheduled my Wrapped in Ocean posts for 2 months in advance. And there's also the first chapter of The Strongest Strain of Punk available. It's an unproofed chapter, but it's out in the world, so to say, which is a bit exciting and a bit scary. But the Patreon is running, and the first 10 people to sign up with the link in my description will get their first month for free if they choose a paid option. I'm just thinking to try things out, you know? And there will also be some audiobook chapters later in the month for Keep Me Breathing. And then I will also do it for The Strongest Strain of Punk when that is more done. For the translations, I've also started to sketch on the book covers because I am very much a believer that the translated version and the original version aren't the same thing. Like the core might be the same, but things will be different in different languages. I feel like it's the same with games and movies and shows and things like that too. Like if you watch the Swedish dub of a Disney movie versus the original, there's differences. So I want to have different covers for the Swedish version, and I have planned to do them myself. I am working up those skills, but there will also be like both Keep Me Breathing and The Strongest Strain of Punk has like a dark base. It has kind of the same dark base. The Strongest Strain of Punk will be a little bit more red, a little bit warmer, but still I want the spines to match, so they will have the same color in the background, and then they have different front covers. I want the same to be true for the Swedish versions, but I want them to be light, just to make sure that they are easily separated. I don't want any mix-ups, as well as the title will be a Swedish title, so those are being worked on. They are in the planning stages. I am also like sketching out and just like throwing ideas of things like merchandise for live events. So I'm currently doing some art prints for side characters and for main characters as well. I'm also thinking of making coasters, because like stickers are great, and I will do more stickers, but also like practical things would be fun. I am also thinking about like tote bags, and I would like to have kind of some everyday items that are related, but maybe not like, oh, this is merch thing. It will not scream, oh, hey, this is this indie book, but it will be like, okay, I see the correlation, but it's also an everyday thing. I'm still like struggling to come up with good merch ideas that people would actually like. I'm not throwing stickers to the side, not at all. I have also been thinking of doing like booklets for like the first few chapters, if that would be a fun thing. If you have any ideas, please let me know, because I am wrecking my brain over this. But yeah, that's about it for this update. I have not made much progress, and honestly I've been really struggling with making this update video because of that, because it feels bad to be like, oh hey, I want to do this big thing, and then like I haven't done anything. But I'm gonna give myself grace. It's been crazy over here, so it's fair. I still have a whole year ahead of me, and I still have a whole month of January ahead of me to hopefully get you a bigger update next month. But like I said, if you have any good things you would like to see as book merch, please let me know down in the description, or just reach out to me, or you know, anything. And until next time, thank you so much for watching, have a great adventure, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!